There's five guys that have been slated to come in. Moore, Pendle, Sidey, Bobby, Lockie Schultz.
Yeah, all good, all good to go.
Oh, I'll never get to play.
Up to play!
G'day guys, Nate here, coming at you with the round 12 preview of Collingwood v Hawthorn Friday night at the MCG. We are past our litmus test last week against North Melbourne. We now move on to either another litmus test or basically our fucking bogey side in Hawthorn. Now I've got a picture up right now for the intro. To you guys, it might just seem like it's just two bulls colliding, but if you look closer, it's Ned Long and Jai Newcombe going head-to-head. Two absolute young bulls going head-to-head Friday night. Now, I am recording this round 12 preview on a Wednesday after work, so a bit of bad timing in regards to the mid-season draft happening. So by the time you watch this round 12 preview video, the mid-season draft has either commenced or it's concluded. So Collingwood's got two mid-season draft picks, Reef McInnes out with the knee injury, as well as Harvey Harrison put on a long-term inactive list. A bit of a setback in his recovery from his ACL last season or end of last season. So wishing Reef McInnes again, as well as Harvey Harrison, all the best in their recoveries. I am looking forward to seeing them return in 2026. Two new recruits, pre-season cliches out the way. Two mid-season picks for us. We're likely going ahead with a key forward as well as Josh Brown. Josh Brown will be the perfect replacement for Harvey Harrison this season, doing wonders in the VFL. We're either going for Riley Mason or Archer May from Subiaco or somewhere in WA. 12 goals in 6 games so far for Archer May in the waffle. So key forward and Josh Brown, unless teams prior to our picks pick these players, but we'll be covered. Trust the process. I'm looking forward to seeing two new players for Collingwood. I might do a mid-season review or mid-season draft review either tomorrow, Thursday night, or during the round 10 VFL report. They'll be done on Saturday, so watch this space there. Before I get into this round 12 preview, though, instead of the cheap plugs and whatnot, just want to say thank you everyone who watches my video, who are currently subscribed, who like my videos, who leave a comment as well, who have also recommended my videos as well. I said in my round 11 review video that we are approaching 100 subscribers. Went past that with a bullet. Made for a happy boy Monday morning when I saw my channel go up to 107 subscribers. It's also counting as well. So gone past 100 subscribers with a bullet. Raising the bat. I don't have a bat with me, but yeah, raising the bat for that. Onwards and upwards for the channel. Let's just get into the round 12 preview. After 5 selection changes, Pendlebury, side bottom, Bobby Hill, Darcy Moore, Lockie Schultz all returning, all confirmed available for this game. So a lot of experience coming through, definitely over 1,000 games of experience coming in. We're going to be a lot more experienced, a lot more older as well. Now, I'm not too sure if we're going to fare well against a team like Hawthorn, who they're younger, they're going to be hungrier, they're in a bit of a form slump at the moment. They're also our bogey side as well. They kick our ass every single bloody time, every single season for the past 15 years. So, yeah, we've got the experience coming in. Braden Maynard's confirmed out with his foot injury. Surprisingly, could be just 1 to 2 weeks, so he could be 50-50 for King's birthday. But again, with Pendlebury side bottom, Bobby Hill, Darcy Moore, Lockie Schultz coming in, now begins the selection speculation, heading into selection talks Thursday night and also Friday. Braden Maynard confirmed out. I am expecting Will Hayes, Will Parker, and Oleg Markov to be dropped for this one. Who the 5th person is to be dropped, I don't know. It's either going to be Will Hoskin-Elliott or Lockie Sullivan or Ed Allen or Patrick Lipinski, one of those 4. Whoever gets dropped, well, one of those 4 likely gets dropped. The other of the remaining 3, the other one will probably be the sub for this one, leaves the 2 others in the side. But that's where we're at in regards to our depth. I said a couple of weeks ago with Lockie Sullivan, if we dropped him, it would be very stiff, very harsh to drop someone like that, considering they play very well when they get called upon. It's going to be a very interesting selection squeeze for Collingwood. That's typically the case in recent weeks. Now, the injury list is lighter. Again, 5 players returning. Hopefully no more additions to the injury list this week. Mentioned earlier, Harvey Harrison out for the season, so 2 mid-season draft spots open up for us. Still no timeline on Jordan De Goey, but Dan McStay has slowly crept up on everyone. He's not too far away from a return to footy, likely returns after the bye. Whether that's in the senior side or returning in the VFL, just like last season, remains to be seen. Once again, watch this space. And also Tao Jath, who missed the VFL last week, to be assessed, likely back though via the VFL. Looking forward to his return in the VFL. Again, I'll have a round 10 report. I won't be at the game. It's an away game against Box Hill at Box Hill City Oval. And once I've immediately watched that game, I'll do a round 10 report and possibly include the mid-season draft as well with our 2 new players. Now, this is the 3rd time this season where we're heading to a game up against an opposition side who have just come off their worst performance of the season. Geelong came off their worst performance against Carlton heading into the game against us. Fremantle, worst performance against St Kilda coming into the game against us. That was the 5-day break and somehow won that game. And Hawthorn, worst performance this season against Brisbane last week. Maybe their worst performance over the rolling 12 months as well. Their forward 50 entries were very shocking. Unforced errors, the midfield battle, they got walloped, they got smashed, they got smoked by Brisbane there against that's not a younger side, but a little bit more experienced, but guys like the Ashcroft brothers and Lockie Neal as well to be able to dominate Hawthorn's midfield as well, who are full of bulls and efficient ball users as well. Not to mention as well, Hawthorn's backline, they're not intercepting as well. They're not hurting opposition teams off the half backline anymore. Sicily, his form's a bit up and down, you know what, you know there, but he's a decent captain still for Hawthorn. He'll bounce back. Please not against Collingwood, for fuck's sake. Nick Watson, only 4 disposals last week. Not sure where they're at for free kicks inside 50, but they likely are leading the competition for free kicks inside 50. Sorry for the diss there, but the head-high free kicks for Hawthorn, it is annoying to watch, but to be honest, for Hawthorn, it is a little bit smart getting those high free kicks inside 50. We've got to work on our tackling technique against Hawthorn here. They will duck. They will lead with their heads as well. Nick Watson, Jack Ginnivan, Connor McDonald, lesser extent Dylan Moore. Even players like Jai Newcomb who'll do the same thing. They'll also do sling tackles as well, so got to watch out for those. They're still in the Fox Footy Premiership window, so they can still leapfrog us as well. Not in terms of the ladder, but we're more entrenched in Fox Footy's Premiership window compared to a team like Hawthorn. So Hawthorn, again, they could use us as a stepping stone, just like Geelong did. Now, when it comes to discussing Collingwood v Hawthorn, we can't go past the recent history as well as the most recent head-to-head. The last 19 games against Hawthorn, 15 times Hawthorn has beaten us. The last 17 games against Hawthorn at the MCG, Hawthorn's won 15 times. And also the last time we played them, Hawthorn won by 66 points. I remember that game vividly. Jack Ginnivan, best on ground, 31 disposals, 2 goals. His celebrations against us as well. Very disrespectful, but good timing as well. Can't fault him for that. I was embarrassed by that performance last time we played Hawthorn. One of our worst losses. In fact, it was our worst loss under Craig McRae. It was our worst loss since the Brisbane loss in late 2021 as well. So yeah, I wasn't used to those sort of losses, but it pretty much ended our season there. And just the way we lost that game as well. We kicked 1 goal 12 halfway through the third quarter. Nathan Kruger misses a set shot 5-10 metres out straight in front, misses, doesn't even hit the post, gets concussed in the second quarter, subbed out, never plays a game for Collingwood again. Just little things like that when you miss a simple set shot and then all of a sudden you don't kick a goal for a half a game of footy as well. 1 goal 12 as well. In wet weather footy, Hawthorn decimated us. They looked very clean in wet weather footy as well. And looking back on season 2024, Hawthorn's win over Collingwood, probably the best performance by any team that season, that game. So yeah, very disappointing there. We fell to as low as 13th. I copped it from mates for that sort of loss, particularly with Jack Ginnivan playing out of his skin in that game. Yeah, it was just a low point for Collingwood season there. But it's that sort of loss that feeds into the hunger for Collingwood. We've bounced back since that game. We've only lost 3 games since that loss. Sydney by 3 points. GWS opening round and then the Cats a couple of weeks ago. So overall form since then, very good, but we've got to beat a bogey side like Hawthorn. In the words of Joel Embiid, this is not a rivalry. They always kick our ass. In terms of playing Hawthorn, what we are to Hawthorn is what Carlton is to Collingwood. We like to think we match up well, but to be honest, it's not a rivalry. It's always lopsided or one-sided. Now, you can say the last 6 games, bit generous when we come to this sort of head-to-head. Last 6 games, it is even, 3-3. I remember the last 5 games we've beaten Hawthorn as well. Gather round last year, 2022, that was wet weather footy. We won by 4 points. 2020 at the Sydney Showgrounds or Giant Stadium, that was during COVID. Will Kelly's debut, dislocates his arm and was never the same after that. 2017, we came back from 6 goals down, goalless in the first quarter as well. And the 2011 prelim final as well. The fact that I can remember the last 5 wins against Hawthorn, last 15 or last 14, 15 years or seasons. Yeah, I want to see more wins against Hawthorn. If we are to win the premiership this year, if we are the best team in the competition, we beat Hawthorn. Simple as that. First v6, we knock Hawthorn down a few pegs as well during their form slump. First key to victory, and it's the biggest key to victory in this one, is going to be the midfield battle. We know Hawthorn aren't going to play like they did last week against Brisbane. They're going to bring the pressure. They're going to turn the chicken up for this one. Pressure, the tackling, the chemistry in the midfield, everything in the midfield. We have to be able to respond and be able to combat Hawthorn's midfield pressure. We don't have 4 Ned Longs in the middle, but we do have guys like Nick Dacos, Scott Pendlebury, and Steele side bottom. Not like for like against Hawthorn's midfielders, but Nick Dacos is going to be tagged. Hello, Finn McGuinness on that one. We're going to be able to have guys like Ned Long, Scott Pendlebury, Steele side bottom, Bo McCreary, Jack Crisp as well. Step up in the midfield as well. Take it to Hawthorn's midfielders. The second key to victory is the half-back line and which team is going to hurt the other off half-back. Hawthorn have a good sound back line, but they haven't been as punishing off the half-back line or intercepting well compared to how they started the season. Collingwood motoring along as normal across the half-back line. Darcy Moore coming back in. Frampton, Jeremy Howe, Isaac Waynor, Dan Houston, and Harry Perryman. Also Josh Dacos roaming between the wing and half-back line. We have to expect forward 50 pressure from Hawthorn, and also for Hawthorn's small forwards to step up as well and do weird magical bullshit as well. The third key to victory is going to be the efficient inside 50 entries. I said earlier, Hawthorn's inside 50 entries against Brisbane were shocking. I expect Hawthorn here to lower their eyes, not blaze away like they did last week with their forward 50 entries. Be more direct. Someone like Massimo D'Ambrosio who finds a key target inside 50 every time. They won't bomb it long. They won't make forced errors or unforced errors or clangers heading inside 50 again. We also, as well, have to improve our inside forward 50 entries as well. Not exploited against a team like North Melbourne, but we will be exploited against a team like Hawthorn if we keep blazing away or just kicking it to open space inside 50 like we do in the last few weeks. So we have to improve on that. Fourth and final key to victory for me is going to be simply just jokers, wild card moves, players switching positions, tactical genius moves as well. I mean, if we win against Hawthorn, we're not head and shoulders, but you can't deny Collingwood's the flag favourites if we beat Hawthorn here. If we lose this game, we can fall to as low as third here. During the month of byes, Brisbane still play this week. They've got Essendon Thursday night. Gold Coast plays Saturday afternoon against Freo. So if they win those games, we lose, we can fall to as low as third spot. So even stuff like that, we've got to try and get separation on top of the ladder. We're entrenched inside the top 4 as well as the top 8, clearly. But we can't lose a game like this where the doubts start creeping in about how we can't beat top sides or stuff like that. Even though we've had impressive wins over a team like Brisbane and even Adelaide, we have lost earlier this season to Geelong and GWS. We lose to a team like Hawthorn. It does create those mental scars as well, particularly against a team like Hawthorn, who we do play again later in the season. So all the more importance as well to win a game like this. Bragging rights, mental scars go away by the time we play them again later on in the season. And if we do beat Hawthorn as well, we knock them to 7-5. They fall off the pace in terms of the top 4 and also their chances to make claim for a premiership this season as well. They've got to win a game like this to make a statement to bounce back as well. They're in that form slump. They've got a tricky draw ahead as well. And then once they return after the bye, they'll be able to bounce back. So we expect Hawthorn to play finals. We've got to win a game like this. But I will end this video with some cheap plugs. Subscribe if you wish. Leave a like, comment, share it, recommend it, whatever you want to do. Hope you guys are having a good week. Be well, stay safe. Magpies out.